Hello everyone, Robert Rambles here, and welcome to World of Warcraft Classic Vanilla, and the beginning of our Gnome Warrior Hardcore run on the Bloodsail Buccaneers server. Thank you guys for joining me today. I really appreciate you clicking on the video. Like I said, this is the beginning of our Warrior Hardcore playthrough. We are going to be using the Hardcore add-on this time, of course, as well as Immersion to change our quest text into nice, readable little text boxes. And yeah, if you're new to the channel, thanks for being here. I play WoW a little bit differently than other people you might have seen on the internet, and that is I like to go for Immersion and just have a relaxing time in the world. You might think that a relaxing time is at odds with a Hardcore playthrough, but you would be wrong, and you will see if you stick around. We are going to get into things here, and then I will cover more of the rules that we're going by. Obviously, it's hardcore, so death equals delete. But there's a little bit more to it than that, and we'll talk about that once we get in. I'm going to turn the music up for you guys, and we'll get going here.
The eccentric, often brilliant gnomes are held as one of the most peculiar races of the world. With their obsession for developing radical new technologies and constructing marvels of mind-bending engineering, it's a wonder that any gnomes have survived to proliferate. Over the years, the gnomes have contributed ingenious weapons to aid the Grand Alliance in its fierce battles against the Horde. Thriving within the wondrous techno-city of Gnomeregan, the gnomes shared the resources of the forested Blumora peaks with their dwarven cousins. Yet recently, a barbaric menace rose up from the bowels of the earth and invaded Gnomeregan. Aided by their dwarven allies, the gnomes fought a valiant battle to save their beloved city. Nevertheless, Gnomeregan was irrevocably lost. The surviving gnomes fled to the safety of the dwarven stronghold of Ironforge. There they remain, devising strategies to retake their city. As a gnome of proud standing, it falls to you to answer the challenge and lead your curious people to a brighter future.
Alright, here we go. Welcome to Classic Hardcore. So I want to look at some of the achievements this time around. Specifically profession achievements, because we do plan on doing cooking, we plan on doing professions. So let's have a look here. Engineering. So yeah, it has like a specific thing that it wants you to craft before you reach a certain level. After reaching 300 in first aid, complete the hardcore challenge after reaching 300 first aid before hitting 60. Enchanter, Skinner, we could have done. Chef, could be interesting. Herbalist. How do we opt into them? Or are these things that just happen? Oh, okay, these are the ones that we opt into. So professions just must be, we get these if we get them, we don't have to opt into them. So what do we have here? Bunch of general achievements. Let's look at the warrior specific ones. Oh, jeez. Yeah, these are very hardcore achievements. We'll have to think more about these later. I think we're just going to stick on the general rules. Let's go ahead and begin our adventure. We are being monitored, and we will want to get an invite to the guild, a hardcore guild eventually, so that we can get into groups later on. But for now, we're okay. Well, let's go ahead and, what I'll do is I'll make a new tab so that we can have the invite to the guild, but not have to see the guild spam. Like to protect people's privacy when they're having conversations in an online game and not display all of their business. Let's go here. We'll remove everything from the tab. We will enable skill ups for our professions. Experience I'd like to see, any item loot, and then any emotes or NPC dialogue that comes up. So that's all that we'll see here. Alright, and I think we're good to go. Let's turn on a couple of things. We'll go into interface options. We'll do that. We'll get this going. And that should be it. So death equals delete. We can only equip self-found gear.
You got my attention.
So self-found gear refers to anything not given to us by another player. So we can't use the auction house. We can't accept mail. We can't accept trades. Self-found gear is gear that drops, gear we get from quests, gear that we craft. Obviously, we won't be doing a lot of crafting because we are going to be doing alchemy and herbalism. So off the bat here, we have our auto attack, and then we have heroic strike. It's going to cost us at least 15 rage, a strong attack that increases melee damage by 11 and causes a high amount of threat. So it increases the melee damage done, causes a high amount of threat, and burns our rage to deal some additional damage beyond auto attack. Let's do a little /2. I'm always curious how many people are playing. I play in the morning, so it's 10 o'clock Eastern time for me right now. Got some people leveling up here in Dunmorrow. Nobody around to throw out an invite right now, apparently. We'll try again in a little bit. Other rules to the hardcore is that we can do dungeons, but they have to be with other hardcore players, and you can only do each dungeon once per run. That's kind of like leans more into the roleplay side of hardcore. Is that, you know, if you're thinking realistically, you kill a boss once, you shouldn't be able to go kill that same boss again. So each hardcore character is able to kill each boss in the game exactly one time. And it has to be in a group of hardcore characters. And the great thing is, I think we're going to go protection spec on this warrior. If we go protection spec, we probably won't have an issue getting into runs. That being said, obviously a dungeon run is just like a place you can go to die, I guess, if you're not careful. I want the nameplates up, but I only want them up in combat. I like you guys being able to see the health up here and watch the action and not have to look down here for the enemy's health. Let's go to interface options, display, or names. Names. We're not going to always show, we're going to show only in combat. Supposedly Warrior is one of the hardest classes to tackle in hardcore. The Warrior is probably a class that I've played the most of. So I'm hoping that gives me a little bit of an edge. On the Warlock, it's not that I didn't get overconfident. I did get overconfident, but overconfidence didn't kill us on the Warlock. We died on a pull where I was trying to only fight one guy. We did not die on a pull where I was trying to pull too much. We were fighting one guy, and we just had a series of ads. Bad luck. And as a clothy, he just started taking damage and couldn't recover it. Oh, look at that. It's really lucky when you find a bag on a character, especially in Vanilla Classic, especially this early. It's a gift from the universe, and I'm going to take it as a really good sign for this character. Alright, that's 8 out of 8. Let's go get this one turned in. Now, while I am familiar with the warrior, I'm not super familiar with the starting area for the gnomes, and you'll probably have noticed that we're not using any quest add-ons for this playthrough. Now, that is not a hardcore rule as far as the rules of hardcore go with the add-on. So you can use the add-on, and you can do a hardcore run, and you can use Questy.
What can I do
For this run, we're not using Questy. I'm doing this with no questing add-ons, so no quest tracking or anything like that. Wonderful. That meat should do nicely. Oh, don't worry, Rambles. I wouldn't forget my part of the bargain. Okay, what do we have here? Mail. This will take us to our class trainer.
Watch your back. You got my attention.
I don't suppose you'd be willing to do a favor for me. A stack of letters came through the pass today, but I don't have time to send them along. They're all addressed to Talon Keen-Eye. You can find him to the west down the road. He's set up camp next to the frozen lake.
Safe travels.
Alright, we'll check that out. One of you guys is probably a vendor.
I have the finest wires in the land.
We're definitely going to equip the gloves. The boots will have more armor than what we currently have.
Be good.
Alright, what do you have for us?
Well met.
A new threat. I hope you're here to lend us a hand, warrior. After the last Trog attack, we could use all the help we can get. I hear the buggers have been popping up all across the land, and it seems Coldridge Valley is no exception. They've been spotted all over the hills to the southeast and near the frozen lake. And that's not all. Just a few nights ago, they attacked and overran our camp to the west. We're a bit short-handed here. We need strong arms to help drive back the Trogs.
See you soon.
We will get right on that momentarily.
Great to meet you.
Ah, well, another memorandum from a gnome on a mission. Isn't that quaint? Gotta respect your tenacity, that much is for sure. I'd be just as peeved if Ironforge was taken by the Dark Iron Dwarves, so don't be thinking I don't feel for your plight. Seeing as how this is your prime directive, or whatever you're calling it these days, I gave my word I'd do whatever I can to make sure you and yours were ready to take back your home. And that's just what I'm going to do. Anytime you're ready, come back to good old Thran, and I'll be happy to share my knowledge with you.
Safe travels.
Alright, Battle Shout is going to increase melee attack power of all party members within 20 yards by 15, lasts for 2 minutes.
Keep your feet on the ground.
Okay, let's track this, and then he set out to the west for the mail delivery. That shield is a little bit better than what we have. We'll go ahead and swap it out mid-fight, as one does. Have to remind myself all this stuff is non-aggressive. There's lots of burly ones, but there is not a lot of just the regular ones. Surprisingly, this is not the... Okay, so his camp must be over here. Alright, I see the tent now. Yeah, we found the wrong dwarven camp. And that's what I meant when I said that I'm not super familiar with the dwarven and gnomish lands. So it should be pretty interesting.
Talk to me.
Thank you, I've been waiting for these letters for quite some time. Unfortunately, these letters aren't all for me. This one is addressed to Grelin Whitebeard. He's not too far away if you'd like to deliver it to him. If I remember correctly, Grelin's camp is down the road.
Good.
Yes, we did see him.
Interest ya on a pint?
And Boar Hunter, he'd like us to kill 12 small crag boars.
What's your back?
That's going to be probably nearby. Let's go ahead and work on that while we're over here. Oh, these are a little bit higher level than the trogs, actually. Alright, level 3, that'll give us a little bit of a boost. We're getting close to the trolls, which we don't want to be fighting trolls yet, I don't think. It's funny that the smaller trogs are more rare than the burly ones. This will be the last trog, and then we just need a bunch of cragboar. I am kind of wondering if doing herbalism in Dunmorrow is going to be very fruitful. Or if it's going to be more of a challenge than other starting zones. Alright, that's 12 out of 12. Let's head back to the guy's little camp and get this one turned in, and then we will go to the bigger camp over here, deliver the rest of the mail, and see what else they want us to do. I have a feeling it's going to have to do with the trolls.
Here there.
Alright, let's see. Leather or cloth? Well, we'll take the leather for now.
Off with you.
Has more armor than what we currently have equipped. Let's equip the mail boots. Yeah. And the mail belts. It's great as a warrior or a paladin. You get to equip all this junk mail right away, and it just gives you so much more starting armor. Maybe we should also turn in the Trog quest. Let's go see about this, and then we go turn in the Trog quest, because maybe we hit level 4 doing that? Maybe we fight a few more things and then hit level 4? I don't want to take on the trolls until we have our level 4 stuff.
What's on your mind?
Ah, excellent. It's been a while since I received word from Ironforge. The Troll Cave. My brother Sinir and I were sent to different parts of Dunmorrow to investigate the threat posed by the trolls. The Senate has its hands full with the Trogs, so they've no need for further annoyances. From what I've seen, the trolls aren't well situated here in Coldridge Valley, mostly the southern cave. I'd say that the army will not be necessary. A few strong arms should be more than enough. Perhaps you'd like to assist in this endeavor. I have the authority to offer compensation for your help. Definitely take a new mace.
Be good.
Okay, so yeah, let's go back and turn the one in that we have. Let's ding level 4. Then the guy out here will have another quest, I think. Yeah, there will be more for us to do. We'll get charge, I believe, at level 4. Maybe, if we're really lucky. Let's fight some more of these guys for giggles. There we go.
Well met. Safe travels.
Alright, to our class trainer we go. We will also find a vendor in here to sell all the rest of this stuff to.
See you soon.
Pleased to meet you.
We drove the Trogs out of Gnomergon, but then it all went so horribly wrong. Now our home is completely irradiated, and we gnomes have been scattered all over Dunmorrow. In my haste to get away from the radiation, I lost all my personal belongings and tools. It was the trolls that got them. They stole my chest, my box, and my bucket of bolts. They took them back to their camp, southwest of Anvilmar. I'm no adventurer. Could you bring me my things and bring them here to me?
Alrighty then.
Yes, we can. Rogue trainer, warrior trainer.
How are you?
So we get charge. Charge the enemy, generate 9 rage, and stun for up to 1 second. Cannot be used while in combat. And rend. Wound the target, causing them to bleed for 15 damage over 9 seconds. Requires 10 rage. That is going to be a pretty big staple of ours. We're getting that bleed damage going in every fight. Let's go ahead and put that out here. Charge. Where do I want charge? Let's go into my key bindings. I need to fix something here. There we go. Okay, that should be good. We might not find somebody until we are actually out of Coldridge Valley who can invite to the guild. Alright, so we need to go back to the camp over here. There was another dwarf there with a quest that was going to become available. I want to check and see if it is available yet before we head and take on the trolls.
What's on your mind?
Scalding morning brew delivery. We'll do this once we turn in this guy's quest and we're ready to head back to town. He's going to give us a mug
See you soon.
that has to be delivered in a certain amount of time. But for now, let's go look for Felix's tools while we take on some of the trolls. I believe one of his items is all the way over here. And the trolls are going to be aggressive, so here we go. Our first actual taste of danger on the warrior. How are we going to deal with it? Maybe by body pulling. Yeah, let's try body pulling. Oh, we got lucky, and this hunter here decided to pull the other one. I wonder if I'm gonna get to loot this too. I don't. Maybe it'll respawn in the same place. We can at least hope so. Yeah, it does respawn pretty instantly. It's cutthroat here. It's cutthroat. It came right back, so not really a big deal. Here is the bucket of bolts. And there's one more item somewhere. I think it's just... I thought it was just in like a different camp. But now I'm not so sure if there is another troll camp this way. Actually, I'm convinced that there's not. Okay, so there's one more item somewhere. It could be further this way, maybe south of the lake. That is a possibility. I don't think it's in the cave. I mean, how deep is the cave? I don't think they would put two items right here, that's the problem. But how deep is the cave an actual labyrinth? I believe that it is. Yeah, the cave goes quite a ways. We might have to go in there to farm the guys that we need, but I don't believe the item is in there. There we go, Felix's box. Yeah, I knew it wasn't in the cave. Okay. I kind of want to fight as many of them outside of the cave as possible because I'm not in a big hurry to get into the cave. Cave seems dangerous. I'll take him off your hands. I didn't see you there. You must have just respawned. That is a little bit scary. Just waiting on charge cooldown. No real reason to initiate combat without charging in. Even if we have to wait a couple seconds for the cooldown to be up. We got lots of guys respawning. Yeah, we can go ahead and get out of here. In fact, we could... No, I don't think we should hurt. Let's just run out, because I feel like the guys we gotta talk to are pretty close to the cave. We can fight our way out too. We need the experience. Whoa, guys, 2 bags in the first 5 levels? Are you serious? This is a good sign. We saved 10 silver right here by getting these bags super early. It's hard to express just how impactful that is for me. Someone who is habitually bad about inventory space, to get 2 bags to drop right away is really incredible.
What can I do for you?
You can give us a weapon upgrade. That's what you can do. Ooh, and we get another shield. My journal, they took it away to the cave. The one that had it, it was a big brute with some odd markings on his skin and face. I didn't get a much better look than that.
See you soon.
Okay, so we're going back into the cave this time. This time we're looking for somebody who has a journal. So probably going to be a named guy way in the back. Now we do have to level up our mace skill here, but early in the game it doesn't take long to get it to max. Alright, level 5, perfect. Well, we're going for it. The interesting thing is we didn't pull his buddy. I don't know why this guy didn't pull, but I'm not going to complain too much. Alright, we got the journal. Let's get out of here. We were too close there for charge.
No.
Wonderful Rambles, many thanks for retrieving my notebook. Well, it would seem that the troll situation here in Coldridge Valley is under control and not much cause for worry. After I put the finishing touches on my report, I'll need someone to courier it to my brother Sinir. I was planning on sending my apprentice to my brother Sinir with my report, but I would feel much better were it placed in more reliable hands. That is, of course, if you wouldn't mind. You'll have to take the tunnel to get to Karanos. Speak with the mountaineer Thalos before going through the tunnel. It's completely infested with trogs now. Follow the road back to Anvilmar, then keep heading east.
Keep your feet on the ground.
Let's equip our sweet new shield. How about that? Ooh, that looks cool. What else? Leather bracers. Alright.
Hi.
Okay, now we can
Off
take
with
the
you.
Scalding Morning Brew. We have 4 minutes. 5 minutes to get it back to town. And then I think they have us return the mug as well, which is just some free experience for running back.
My, you're a tall one. Be seeing you.
Great to meet you.
Alright, and we will return the mug.
Watch your back.
Let's see if... Do we need the vendor? Of course we need the vendor.
Safe travels.
Okay, so before we can leave this place, we are going to run the mug back.
How are ya? Off with you.
And there's the mug. Okay, so now we are headed all the way over to the east, towards the tunnel, which we have learned is infested with trogs.
Great to meet you.
Have a care, Rambles. The tunnel to Dunmorrow is infested with trogs and is not safe for travel. If you haven't any pressing business in Dunmorrow, I'll have to ask you to remain in Anvilmar until the tunnel is safer. Well, if Whitebeard is sending you to Dunmorrow on important business, I can't very well stop you, can I? At least let me provide you with some advice and directions. The trogs in the tunnel are extremely hostile and haven't shown any hesitation in attacking travelers through the tunnel. You seem tough enough, though, so you should probably be safe. Make your way through the tunnel, and after you come out on the other side, keep following the road.
Be good.
I mean, there are some trogs here. This is not quite an infestation. They've built some tents and they're kind of camping out in here, though. You probably don't want to like let that behavior continue. Kind of wish we had a quest to help clear them out. Seems like an activity that could be useful for people. And since we're going to have to clear some of them out anyway. Alright, we have reached the Greater Dunmorrow. Now we stay on the road here. And that'll get us over to Karanos. Pretty smooth little starting zone, even though I was not super familiar with it. I feel like things still went pretty smoothly. I don't think there's anything for us to pick up on the way. Usually there's like a breadcrumb, but I think we already have the breadcrumb. I think the breadcrumb came from the guy at the camp who sent us here to see his brother, I think it was. These guys over here will come visit at some point, I remember that. It's fun being in a place where it's all snowy now that here in Michigan the snow finally melted over the past few days. We had a couple of very, very warm days that were like record-breaking warmth before the cold kind of came back today. But by cold I mean like it's 37 degrees Fahrenheit. Which for someone who has spent a lot of time living in Michigan is not very cold. So I've enjoyed my walks even today, but yesterday it was like 55 degrees Fahrenheit. Very close to a record I think we got. But it's been a nice change of pace after all the snow, and then we had the bitter cold that was like negative temperatures and horrible wind chills that made it really hard to be a human being outside for a while. And finally starting to enjoy the number of walks I'd like to go on with my dog each day. It's a big number of walks, but we don't go too far. We go around a few blocks in the neighborhood. But we do it like 5 or 6 times a day.
Great to meet you.
What's this? Ah, my brother's report. I told them to be sparing with the use of the king's name, but he didn't listen. No harm, I suppose, though it's sure to ruffle some feathers in the Senate. Nonetheless, I guess that means that I should send my report to Ironforge as well, but I must admit I'm a bit behind. I should have some work for you later if you're interested.
See you soon.
Oh, okay. Well, there's level 6. That's really nice because we can talk to our class trainer here.
What's on your mind?
Nothing in my tavern patrons enjoy more than a beer-basted boar ribs. Only problem is the local trapper who used to bring me supplies enlisted in the king's army to help with the war on the Alliance front. Maybe you can help me out. If you bring me 6 crag boar ribs and a Rhapsody malt from the tavern here, I'll give you the family recipe for my famous beer-basted boar ribs.
Safe travels.
We do need some professions. I doubt we're going to have an herbalism trainer anywhere around here, though. I think what we're going to do is we're going to do some questing here out of Karanos. We're going to gain some levels, do some things, but then eventually we're going to go to Elwyn Forest. And we're going to do like the second half of stuff there. We're going to skip the farm stuff in the south and we're going to work on like the bigger quests, the kill quests and stuff like that. The reason being is I'd like to get over that way for the herbalism. I think there's going to be more herbing opportunity in Elwyn Forest than here in Dunmorrow.
Be good.
And yeah, I really want to work on potion making because I feel like it's going to keep us alive.
Well met. See you soon.
Alright, let's head into the inn. We'll set our hearthstone and we'll consult our trainer. We could probably learn cooking as well if there's a cooking trainer here. Paladin trainer and mage trainer. This is innkeeper assistant who can do absolutely nothing for us.
What can I do for you? Be good. How are you?
We can learn Thunderclap. 20 rage, 4-second cooldown, blast nearby enemies increasing the time between their attacks by 10% for 10 seconds and doing 10 damage to them will affect up to 4 targets. So if we have a melee guy or multiple melee guys hitting us, this is going to deal some damage to them, but mainly it's going to increase the time between their swings. And look, we learned how to parry, which is a passive skill, gives the chance to parry enemy melee attacks. Good times. The best part is we had enough silver to actually learn all that stuff.
Great to meet you.
We don't have enough to learn apprentice cooking yet, though. So that's a thing. Alright. Let's see. We need to go out to Steel Grill's Depot, which is going to be over this way. There's going to be more quests there. However, I feel like there should be more quests here as well. Oh, they don't have a quest yet. which means it is a higher level, so yeah, let's head over to the depot and see what's going on over that way. Okay, this bear is pretty beefy. Could get Thunderclap out to our bar. These Cragmore ribs have a pretty low drop rate for what feels like an otherwise normal item.
I've the finest wares.
Ammo for Rumbleshot. Hegnar Rumbleshot sells guns off the road to Anvilmar. Riflemen and mortar teams spend a lot of time practicing out near his shop, and he's always needing fresh ammunition.
See you soon.
Alright, his last shipment got lost, so we need to find that. It's going to be over by some Yeti caves.
You got my attention.
You look a little young to be a siege engine pilot, but no matter. Do you need something fixed? Well, take a number and get comfortable. I'm working on a couple of engines right now and won't have time for another job for at least a few days. Not why we're here, buddy. We have your tools.
Watch your back.
You have no other quest for us. Amazing. The pilots do, though.
How are you?
Driving a siege engine isn't for everyone. It takes an iron grip and nerves of steel. Lucky that I have both. How about you? How's your metal? Want to prove it to me? Well, I'm looking to make my engine troll plow a little more cozy. How about you give me a heap of Wendigo manes from the grizzled den west of Keranos? Those manes would make a great rug for troll plows inside deck.
Off with you. How are you?
I'm preparing to start a mission for the siege brigade. It's a long one, and I need to stock Jetstream with a month's worth of supplies. So while Steel Grill is working on my tank, can you do some hunting for me? I'll need some fur for bedding and boar meat for food. You can get meat from the boars and fur from the bears.
Keep your feet on the ground.
Okay, so we're doubling up on some things here. Alright, so we know we have to head down somewhere into this area for the ammo for Rumbleshot as well as the Wendigo mains. We'll just pair that up with the bears and the boars and we'll make that our first objective here. We'll head down this way. We could probably just slide down a hill to get out into that area, but don't know if that's a good idea. Maybe we come over here and find a better way down. This seems like it will actually be okay. We can do this little trick here with our charge to avoid taking any fall damage. So we need lots of things out here. The only things we don't need right now are the snow leopards. Yeah, without getting into the hardcore guild, I can't see the pop-ups for the character deaths, which I'm kind of missing. I've been missing seeing when people die. I wish someone could get me in. Well, I mean, there's people on. Hmm. That's not good. Oh no. No, 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 no. Not how this one ends. Not how this one ends. Let's just back off. Alright, let's go ahead and eat. Luckily, we have been storing up quite a bit of tough jerky, apparently. Here is the ammo for Rumble Shot. Let's pull this leopard over here away from the bear and we'll take care of it. Is it kind of weird to anybody else how the crag borers are not dropping any crag boar ribs? Anyone else find that just a little bit strange? Because we fought quite a few of them. You'd think one of them would drop one rib. But they haven't. Alright, what level are you guys? Level 5, so not bad. Probably want to fight all the ones outside of the cave that we can. Don't really have a big interest in going into the cave and dying in there. Looks like we're gonna have to go in. And in this situation, I worry about respawns because if so many people are in here fighting, it's gonna crank the respawn rate up. That's gonna increase our chance to get back attacked, surrounded, etc. Ooh, he's level 7 and he aggroed from a very, very long way off. I don't like that. Let's go ahead and eat. Yeah, see, I see two corpses right here. One of them is a warrior with the same shield that we're wearing. What does that mean? That's a good sign, right? That's a good sign. I just don't feel like we can take two. We don't have the big damage output. We have the survivability to run away, and we're going to take advantage of that. And we're going to let him leash. And then we're going to kind of just stay on the outside of the cave, I think is like still the best bet. And we'll just kind of wait for respawns if we have to. We have other enemies that we need nearby, like the crag boars and the bears. And no need to push ourselves into the back of the cave and get killed here. Well, we got all of the bear furs we need. We need boar meat and we need the boars to stop being so stingy because they're not giving us any of their items. That's basically all we need. Look, we got our first rib and we've killed, you know, only 10 or 12 boars. Oh no. Not at all what I wanted. Maybe I can keep this one and drop the other one. There we go. That worked out perfectly. Are we done with the bears? Yes, we are done with bears. We literally only need boars. Okay. Alright, all the local populations are pretty decimated right now. Alright, that's 8 out of 8 Wendigo mains, so we are done with them, and now we're just hunting crag boars. That is all we need out here. Aw, poor bunny rabbit, I feel so bad. I heard its little squeal and I knew what had happened. Oh, sorry buddy. You got too close to the thunder. Lots of bear out here that we don't need. Maybe we start heading back in this direction and maybe check on the other side of the road. Because yeah, I'm not really feeling all these bear. Instant respawn, I'd love to take it. Let's just take it over here. Let's get the ammo turned in over to Rumbleshot up here.
How are you?
Great, more ammo. Old Losler's shipment finally came through. The ammo might be late, but just like my granddaddy used to tell me, late's better than never.
Safe travel.
And now they're all gonna go do some target practice now. It's a cool little event that's like, you don't see enough of stuff like this, where like you turn an event in and something actually happens in the world. Well, all they do is some target practice, basically. Pretty sure. Let's see. Let's see what they do. There we go. They're taking shots. They're happy. They have ammo. Everything's good in the world. They have ammo, and we have some boars over here we can hunt, so everything is perfect. And there is level 7. And we have everything we need now as well. So let's start heading back to town. You have a quest for us now.
You got my attention.
I'm behind on my report and could use your help. I just managed to find where the trolls are holed up, but I saw so many trolls I was afraid to go in. Here's what I need. Go down to the cave, poke around inside, kill a few trolls, then come back here.
Watch your back.
Alright. Believe that is over in this area, I want to say. Over far to the west. I think we will be waiting on that one. It does send us deep into a cave. We need a Rhapsody malt for this guy we can get from the inn here.
No.
We don't want to sell the Cragboar ribs or the meat.
you soon. Well met. Keep your feet on the ground.
And then the other two turn in over at Steel Girls Depot. We are going to get those turned in, and then we're going to run to Iron Forge. I want to pick up professions.
Interest you on a pint? What's your beck? What can I do for you?
Rajold Barley Brew experiments with his brews. Some of them taste good, some bad, and some, well, some will lay all but the stoutest dwarf flat. He lives at Brunal Village, west of Keranos, and one of his drinks, Evershine, is what I want. It'll help keep me warm while I'm out in the cold road. And the blessed stuff burns so hot I can throw it in Jetstream's furnace for a burst of power. That little tactic has gotten me out of more than one tight spot.
Good.
Fair enough, so we have some stuff to do to the west, but yeah, we're going to head up to Iron Forge, which we can see there magnificently in the distance. Look at that, quite a sight. Alright, Iron Forge. We need herbalism, we need alchemy. We have 10 silver, so we should be good. We might also want to pick up cooking here as well.
What's on your mind?
Let's just start like this. Professions, we need alchemy. It's probably going to be near herbalism, so we'll head that way for now. And then
No.
we need a couple of things. Let's just get going.
Your feet on the ground.
We'll head that way. And I think cooking is going to be somewhere out in the main area.
Well met.
Cooking. What else?
See you soon. What can I do? Be good.
Okay, so cooking and first aid we can find in the inner ring. And then alchemy and herbalism we are going over to Tinkertown.
Welcome. Keep your feet
Alright,
on the ground.
herbalism and first aid down.
Hi. Off with you.
Here there.
Alright, and we'll want to keep some vials on us so we can make potions. Alright, so that should be good, guys. Let's get that out to our bar here, alchemy. Okay, let's go ahead and hearth. It doesn't look like anyone's on today to get us invited into the hardcore guild, unfortunately. But yeah, I think this is going to be a great time for us to take a little bit of a break. Level 7 feels pretty good for today. I think my goal here in Dunmorrow is going to be to get to level 9. And then I think I'm going to jump back over to Elwyn Forest, do the later half of Elwyn. Skipping a lot of the early running around farm quest stuff. We're not going to do any of that stuff. We'll do the mines, both the mines. We'll do the kill quest and stuff out to the east. And yeah, and then I want to go into Westfall because I want to do the chain that gets us the good weapons and stuff at the end of Dead Mines. So yeah, that's kind of my plan. Get to level 9 here, then head over to Elwyn Forest, finish up the second half of that zone. That should get us a little bit ahead of the leveling curve. I want to go into Westfall when we are level 13. Would be really ideal. That is the plan, guys. Let me know what you think of the warrior. I would love to hear from you. I'd also love to hear your own experiences on your hardcore characters. Let me know your thoughts. And until next time, take care of yourselves out there and take care of each other. And we will see you back here again sometime very soon. Bye for now.